this is where it gets a little tricky. Okay. This is the idler wheel. Okay. Idler wheel. Wheel, idler wheel. This is the cam. Okay, the cam is kind of oblong. You got some, of course you got some, this is a compound boat, you got some boat recurves, long boats that don't have any cams or wheels on it. You got some double cam, okay? This is a solo cam. This rod going through the cam and idler wheel, those are known as axles, okay? This, of course, is the bowstring. This thread on this bowstring right there is known as the center servant. Okay, that little thread point, center servant. That preserves the bowstring. That little brass knot right there, locator, is called the knot locator for reasons that put knot by. Now, in the NAS program, we quit using the brass locator for the reason that some instructors were putting them on wrong, and as you shoot, when they're not on wrong and not fit tight, they become a projectile. Okay, so now we're using the thread knots, and y'all seen some of that. I'll put some of those on the boat. This is called the upper limb. This is a carbon limb. This is a double limb. This is the upper limb. This is the upper limb pocket. This is the upper limb bolt. Okay, upper limb pocket, upper limb bolt. Same thing. Lower limb pocket, lower limb bolt. Okay. This is the riser. It's a solid piece of aluminum. On the riser, you have the sight window. Okay, you have the grip. You have the air rest. This is the cable guard. This is the cable slide. This is known as the face of the boat. Maybe inside. That'd be an instructor pack before you take it to it. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
Okay, so wheel, can, bowstring, center circuit, knot locator, cable guard, cable slide, upper limb pocket, upper limb bolt, lower limb pocket, lower limb bolt, riser, sight window, grip, rest. So there's another one. These little, well, on the can. You got little clips on the can that need to be inspected as well. Those are E-clips or C-clips. I think a different variation of tests will say E or C. One of the two. Okay, I can point to that. It's an E or C clip. And I'll grade accordingly. And I'll probably give you credit if you put D clip on it. No, that's multiple choice. You make it one. Any questions?
And which one's a fixie?
Huh? Yeah. I'm going to give you credit for that one. Hadn't had anybody fail yet. Okay, inspection. Look, very important when you inspect these bows, to inspect them. You know, do you have to inspect them every day? If they're dropped, or something happens to them, you need to inspect them. The string pops out that you'll see, you need to inspect the bow. But you need to really pay attention to the limbs. First of all, the clips, the E or the C clips down here. Because if that C clip comes off, that axle could come out when you draw, and you can see a problem there. Okay, the archer could be really hurt. The string needs to be waxed, and if it's really starts looking frayed, when you get new bows, you go and look, guys, waxing is simple. There's some simple cheap archery wax. And they'll tell you not to put it on the serve, and I put it all the way up and down. Anyway, you get you a good coat. You don't just do it one time. It takes several sessions of it. And then you just rub it in with your hands, okay? And that preserves the string.
So it's been drying out.
Expensive, okay? And you want to do this really, when you're a bow hunter, they say do it after every time you come out of the field. But at least every time you shoot, before you shoot, with your new bows and your kids shoot, get them all the wax. Just get some wax. They'll enjoy doing that. Part of your spiel should be bow maintenance. Okay, you don't want the kids to take care of it, but show them how to wax the string. Back to the limbs, they're carbon. If something happens, these limbs could break. Okay, if they're dry. So every now and then, you need to inspect them. And what you're going to look for is a crack in it. And a lot of people will use cotton balls and rub on the head. If there's a crack, sometimes it won't be visible. If there's a crack, it'll catch that cotton. Okay. The bow face. Now, breast are easily replaceable. All that does is pop out and you punch a new in, okay? They're about $8 a piece. Now, they are specific to right hand and left hand. It's not a universal rest. It's a left hand bow, you know, left hand rest. Now, these again are 10 to 20 pound bows, okay? Right now, this is set all the way to 20 pounds. On the limb bolt, you know, not all your kids, especially when you get to the elementary, they're going to be able to draw this bow. High schoolers, no problem. 4th, 5th, 6th grade, most of them, if they can't pull it, they can't pull it for a whole session. So, you can take off poundage this bow. You can lower it all the way to 10 pounds. And what you do there is that limb bolt, one turn, okay? And then one turn, I just took off, well, not yet. What I do to the top limb, I have to do the bottom limb. It keeps that bow in time. So, and I just kind of know where I stick it in to get one full revolution. I just took off 1.5 pounds. So one turn is 1.5 pounds. Take no more than 6 to 7 turns on it. Okay? And that's going to put you around 11 pounds, pound me out per turn. Okay? And, you know, if you wanted to, and that's what I do. If I got a kid, oh, that's tough. I might go ahead and take 2 turns off the top, 2 turns off the bottom, try that. And you really don't have to single the kid out. They don't even know that. Oh, he's weak or just, you know, let me see that. Take a turn, try that. You know, you drop 2 turns, you drop it 3 pounds. It's now 17 pounds. Okay? And you continue on down the scale. Don't go more than that because you'll start seeing a bolt. And when you go too far, they'll draw, the tension will be on those limbs, and that bolt will fly out. Of course, you're going to hurt the archer. So, if you have been doing that loosening of the limb bolts for your archers, and say you've got a high school class coming in and wants to use it, and you don't know where these bows are set at, I can tell that there's tension off the limb. Let me show you. This one's tight all the way. If you look there, there's no gap. I know that that limb is set to its full 20 pounds. Okay? See that? There's no gap between the riser and the limb pocket. Now, you see that? There's 4 turns on it. Okay? So, right off the bat, that's wrong in your inspection. They both need to be the same. And if you got a bow that you don't know what poundage it's on, it's real easy. Tighten them all the way up. That's all you got to do, and then you can come back and, you know, turn. Any questions on manipulating that?
This particular bow is a 20-pound bow.
I'm sorry?
When it's full strength, it's 20.
Yeah, when I got it tightened all the way down, there's no gap between the riser and the limb pocket.
When you're buying different bows, that could be.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm only talking about the Matthews Genesis right now. Yeah, my bow is a 60 to 70 pound bow. So, and I can do the same. I can crank it down to 60 pounds and back up to 70.
They have to use all the same equipment nationally,
Yeah.
so it's even playing field.
Yeah, there's no advantages. It's one size fits all bow, and they go to competition. They go to our state competition. Everybody shoot the same equipment.
You all provide those, or the schools provide those, or the kids?
We do provide some of those, but this year, you know, the tournament's growing so big that we just don't have the resources. We ask the school to bring those. And you're going to want, you know, I don't know if y'all noticed, when y'all shoot it up, they shoot a little differently, not like they a little bit all over. So, you know, of course, in any competition, you want to be familiar with the equipment. And a kid that's familiar with his bow, he goes to competition, has to get a new bow, a few practice shots in, it's a whole, you know, same equipment, but a little bit more artistic. Let's take a look at it. This is not the look. I recommend that y'all all, I'm going to show you how to tie one all. What you get when you buy a new set, you're going to get a little shrink, a heat shrink knot locator. Those are going to come off over time. And you're going to have to tie one on. Okay. Now, it's real easy. They have it on the website. They have it on the Archery, National Archery and School Program website. You can click on the instructor link, look at a YouTube video how to tie this thing on. There's absolutely nothing to it. What you do is snap this is called a bow square. Snap that on the string. Yeah. Now I want to just set that bow square gently on the wrist. You see how I just squared that wrist off of that string? And what that does is, when that bow finally comes off that string, it's square with that wrist. Okay? So everything's perpendicular right there. It's your truest flight. Now you see, I'm sitting on the wrist and I have a 0 line right there. If I see the 0 line, it's basically that line right there is a 0 line. And guys, don't be afraid to try this. This is not rocket science. What that knock locator is located about 1/4 inch above that 0 line. Okay? So you can take your little piece of tape and put it 1/4 inch above. I think the video says 3/8, but I've noticed at 3/8 it's a little off, so I go 1/4. Once you know where that is, you're going to take you about 1 foot of this thread. And there's 2 different kinds of knots that go on this, guys. The first knot, and the real easy knots, is just the double pass-through. Okay? So in other words, I'm making a loop, and I'm going through, just like a little square knot if I went through one time, but I'm going through one more time. Okay, that's my double pass-through. All I did was loop through twice. Okay? That's your first knot and your last knot. The other knots are just a simple single pass-through knot. Okay? Everybody, that was you. There's 7 knots. The first knot's a double pass-through. 5 in between are single. The last knot's a double pass-through. And all you do is, once you get your tape on there, your first knot, double pass-through. Pull it tight, and then you're just working your way up, away from your tape.
You can see why really smart kids are attracted to this stuff. They're very detail-oriented.
Single pass through, and you're going to continue with just little single pass through knots. Okay, and your final knot, again 7, he's doing 3 or 4 here. It's just a double pass through. That's it. You're going to cut about 1/4 inch. Have about a 1/4 inch, 3/8 left on your little tag lines here. And you will be replacing a lot of these guys. And then once you go lighter, and don't be afraid to do it. You're not hurting the string. See that little tag line just burning in? It's just going to melt itself right in. That's it. Do the same thing with the other.